Kapoor.
Dominic Barton, this Prime Minister is not worth the cost or corruption. Dominic Barton is the former global head of McKinsey who was handpicked by the PM to be the Canadian ambassador to China and the chair of the Economic Advisory Council. So it's no surprise that after 2016, McKinsey contracting began to go up and up with few signs of stopping. He even joined a meeting between McKinsey and the Canada Infrastructure Bank while he was the ambassador, a meeting he hid from members of committee. Why should Canadians tolerate a Prime Minister who promotes his rich friends and a government run by McKinsey?
The Honourable Minister for Public Works, Public Services and Procurement.
Mr. Speaker, as I just said in English, but I can repeat in French, we are very grateful to the AG for our hard work on this file.
Oh, you're very grateful.
Now, the report has similar conclusions to the report published by the government last year, but we will continue to consider the recommendations. For about a year, bids for tender for McKinsey and similar businesses have been cancelled, and we will continue to make requirements stricter for departments for these types of contracting processes.
Member from Carlton Trail, Eagle Creek.
The Auditor General's report proves that after 9 years, this Prime Minister is not worth the cost or corruption. In her audit of McKinsey, the AG found this Liberal government broke the rules, showed clear favoritism, and could not demonstrate value for money. This Prime Minister needs to take responsibility. Almost $200 million was awarded to McKinsey. Contracts were rigged, Liberal insiders got rich, and taxpayers are on the hook. Will the Prime Minister finally ban McKinsey from government contracting?
The Honourable Minister of Public Services and Procurement.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've already answered this question multiple times now. I would just add that in addition to what I've said, these contracts have been closely examined several times, including by the Auditor General, and no indication of political interference was ever found. But talking of contracts, Mr. Speaker, may I talk about dental care, about which the Conservative leader has nothing to say because he believes and claims that it doesn't exist. 2 million seniors in Canada, Mr. Speaker, have already registered with dental. Now, why is the Conservative leader misinforming and hurting seniors by telling them it doesn't exist?
The Honourable Member from Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan.
The Auditor General's report proves once again that this Prime Minister is not worth the cost and the corruption. Now, Liberals love McKinsey, and apparently all is fair in love and government contracting. Most of these $200 million in McKinsey contracts didn't follow the rules. In almost half, it wasn't clear that the contract was needed. And in some cases, the government even rigged the process to favour McKinsey. Why do these Liberals show such affection for McKinsey, but such disdain for Canadian taxpayers?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, that question has already been answered several times by my colleagues, but I am glad to
Freeland,
hear
sit down.
the Conservatives, albeit obliquely, talking about income inequality in our society. It's a concern that we share. And the good news for the Conservatives is they have the opportunity to support us and to support our increase in the capital gains inclusion rate, a way to ask those at the very top to help the Canadian middle class. Let's see if the Conservatives will do it.
Yeah.
L'honorable député
The Honourable Member for Rougemont-la-Petite-Patrie. Mr. Speaker, for years now, CBSA officers are asking for a fair retirement. It's a question of justice and respect for these workers that guarantee our security. For 3 years now, a committee has been studying the matter. The President of the Treasury Board received recommendations in December. Since, nothing has been said. There could be a strike starting on Thursday in 48 hours. Why are the Liberals lagging again when it comes to defending workers' rights? The Honourable President of the Treasury Board. Mr. Speaker, that's simply not true. We are at the table. We are continuing to negotiate because it is essential to have an agreement that is fair for taxpayers and also for our public servants. We continue to be here for the public service in order to reach an agreement that is fair and equitable. We are here, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member from Nunavut.
Nunavut already pays some of the highest airfares in the world. The lowest airfare in 2023 from Ottawa to Greece Seaward was over $11,000.
Unbelievable.
Even worse, baggage fees recently went up, ripping off Northerners even more. This is all happening under the Liberals' watch when they promised airline costs would not go up in the north. Flights are a lifeline in Nunavut. Why is this government letting airlines gouge Nunavut for essential travel?
It's based on supply and demand.
The honourable minister.
There's a really small town up in the middle of nowhere.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the member for that very important question. We know that affordability is front and center in everything we do all over Canada, especially the north. We've brought forward $10 a day childcare for affordability. Nunavut were the first province or territory to take advantage of that. Certainly, affordability is front and center. We realize that the cost of travel may be high. We're looking into ways to make it more affordable.